through all the video tutorials on the Husqvarna Viking Amber S100 Serger, and let's just talk threads for just a second. Now, I know there are tons of serger threads out there, and some are very inexpensive, but I will tell you, not all serger threads are created equal. So if you want to make sure you are not pulling your hair out and hating your serger, you're going to need to up your game with some quality thread. So first off, if you've been given thread from a relative who used to sew or had a serger back in the day, and they look kind of old and dusty, trust me, the brands of threads for sergers have gotten 10 times better. It wouldn't be the greatest thing to put kind of old things in a new car. Why are we putting old thread on a new serger? So treat yourself to some good quality thread. What I am using today is the Sara core. I'm going to put links below. You can check it out. It's worth it. The thread is not linty. And when I say linty, on some of the serger threads, you can see where it's like thick and then thin and thick and thin. As you just hold it up to the light, you can take your fingers and roll that down and go, oh yeah, it's like, feels like Braille. Like if you're feeling bumps, your serger is going to react to the thick and thin parts of that serger and sometimes give us some hiccups. So sometimes when people call us and we're like, my serger's not working, I'm like, okay, so what kind of thread are you using? And they're like, well, serger thread. Nope, it makes a difference. Those of you with embroidery threads, by the way, embroidery thread is very smooth and lint-free. That's not a bad choice for your serger. You could try those out as well. It's very smooth. I am a fan of polyesters over rayons. Isocord embroidery thread is one of my favorites. That's easy. I usually have a ton of colors, so I can color match if that's really necessary. But you really don't need a ton of colors. We are going to be color coding our serger samples throughout our videos, so you can always tell, like my yellow is my outside needle or the left needle, and my lower looper is the green one, so it's going to be the one on the back side of the fabric. And I recommend you too maybe start off with some color-coded threads. It will make a difference kind of as you're experimenting or changing some things or going from stitch to stitch to see if you're actually getting the look that you're wanting. But just know that the older threads could be a little troublesome, and I don't want you to be frustrated. And as soon as people switch over, they're just enjoying their serger more. So with that, I hope you will click on those links below, check out what threads would be best, and just go ahead and buy the ones you need. Also, buying 4 white, 4 darks or blacks are great, and then 4 neutrals. Neutrals are gray or cream or mixture of both. It just is going to blend into all those fabrics you might be using that are colorful. So with that, you don't need a ton of thread. I'll be showing you some tricks along the way of which one needs to match if you're actually doing, say, turquoise or hot pink. Do you need 4 spools of hot pink? Usually not, and I'll show you exactly where to put them. So I hope you'll check out all of our videos that we're doing on this Power Pack serger, because it's got a lot to offer, and it's easy to thread because it does open up both in the front and on the inside, so everybody can see how to get all the threads in the right places. It is so easy. So one of my favorites, and I hope you'll follow along as we do all the video tutorials on this machine.